Good day everyone. This day we'll be discussing about measuring toxicity. In controlled condition, it is the most commonly used and widely accepted toxicity test to expose a population of laboratory animals to measure dose of specific substances. Acute and chronic doses. Acute effects have been the effects of most toxics we have discussed. They are caused by a single exposure to the toxin and result in an immediate health crisis of some sort. Risk is the possibility or a result of suffering harm or loss by hazard and an indication of the severe damage. Risk assessment is the scientific process of estimating the threat that particular hazard poses to human health. And these are the example of the risk assessment. Exposure assessment is a process of estimating, measuring, characterizing, and modeling of the following: magnitude, frequency, duration, and the route of exposure to a possible toxin. Toxicity assessment weighs all the available evidence and estimates the potential for adverse health effects to occur. Identification of the hazard. It is using to evaluate if any particular situation may have the potential to cause harm and consists of testing materials. 2. Dose response assessment. It is the next step involves identifying relationship between dose and the chemical and the health effects on people. 3 is exposure appraisal. This step evaluates the duration, frequency, and intensity of human exposure to a particular chemical, pollutant, or toxin in the environment. The risk to an individual is generally more significant closer to the source of exposure, like dose response assessment. Exposure assessment is difficult. Results are often controversial because of difficulties in measuring the and concentration of toxin in doses. Risk characterization. This final step aims to delineate health risk in terms of the magnitude of the health issues and concern that might result from exposure to a particular pollutant or toxin. So this is for today about my measuring toxicity. Have a good day to all. Risk characterization. This final step aims to delineate health risk in terms of magnitude of the health issues and concern that might result from exposure to a particular pollutant or toxin. So that's all for today. I'm hoping that you understand my report, the measuring toxicity.